Good morning. Hey, thank you. You said it back. That was nice. Welcome to the hooding ceremony for the graduate students of the Wake Forest University School of Business. When the music begins and the academic procession of faculty, staff, and students enters the chapel in a few moments, please remain seated and stay in place to keep all aisles clear. We've made arrangements. Is it for me? There's a note about that in a second. We have made arrangements for a professional photographer to take pictures of each graduate as he or she is hooded and greeted by the dean. If taking your own photos is important to you, we'll keep the center aisle here clear for any family or friends who wish to come forward and take photographs during the ceremony. Please come to the front when it is close to the time for your graduate to be recognized, and then make way for others. This is a busy weekend for Wake Chapel as the various graduate and professional schools hold ceremonies much like ours to celebrate their graduates. There will be another ceremony shortly following ours, so we ask that at the conclusion of our time together, you are cognizant of this shared space and plan to meet your graduate at the reception in Farrell Hall, that direction, following the conclusion of the ceremony. The plaza in front of the chapel is particularly crowded, so move on past there. If you would like to access or share a digital long-form hooding ceremony program booklet that includes a complete listing of degree candidates as well as annual student and faculty recognitions, please be sure to follow the link located on the back of your card outlining this morning's ceremony. While this is an important event in your graduate's life, it is not meant to be a solemn event. Here, let me show you. Everybody smile. Great. Look for it on social media. The tag is WFU grad. Cheers are strongly encouraged. In fact, feel free to cheer for any and all graduates, as we recognize that not everyone is able to have family and supporters gathered here in person today. Please remember to silence all digital devices and remain seated and clear of the aisles as the academic procession begins, so that each family and all our friends may see the faculty and graduates enter. Thank you and good morning.
What a wonderful day. Welcome to the 2025 Wake Forest University School of Business graduate hooding and commencement ceremony. On behalf of our entire faculty and staff, I want to thank all of you in this room and those tuning in via the live stream to join us for this celebration and this significant milestone for our graduating students. Today, we are truly honored to have with us President Susan R. Wente and members of our Wake Forest University Board of Trustees, as well as our School of Business Board of Visitors. We are grateful to all of you for sharing this important day in the life of our school and our Wake Forest University community. Now, to all of our graduate business program degree candidates who are celebrating this weekend, congratulations. We are incredibly proud of you. We have watched you grow, and we are amazed by your accomplishments today and what we know you are going to do in the future. This weekend, we're celebrating the accomplishments of our newest alumni from across 4 graduate programs. Together with August and December graduating classes, we celebrate a total of 462 new Wake Forest alumni. So let me break that down for you. We are celebrating 175 Masters of Business Administration graduates, 104 Masters of Accountancy graduates, 78 Master of Science in Management graduates, always the loudest, and 105 Master of Science in Business Analytics graduates. And don't forget, on Monday, we're also going to celebrate and confer degrees to an additional 296 undergraduates. So you're joining a strong and very special alumni network, 22,000 plus strong from the School of Business. It's built on 76 years of values-grounded, cutting-edge business education here at Wake Forest University. You join this group and will contribute through your leadership and example to achieve our vision of helping businesses and organizations create a better world. At the root of your experience as a student at Wake Forest has been our amazing faculty and staff, and I'm sure you will attest to that. These folks tirelessly demonstrate their deep commitment to building a community of learning and inquiry. Please take a moment with me to recognize our faculty and staff for the instrumental role they played in your Wake Forest experience and in your development. So we're going to take just a second to recognize 3 very special faculty members who are retiring. These individuals have had an indelible impact on our community with a combined total of over 57 years of service to Wake Forest University. They have served hundreds and hundreds of students and touched many lives and many families' lives. So we're just going to recognize them. You'll see them at the reception afterwards. Please reach out to them as well. Please join me in recognizing and thanking Tom Ehrlichman, Professor of Practice in Accounting Analytics, Professor Roger Beam, Professor of Practice in Marketing, and Dr. Gordon McCrae, Associate Professor in Management Information Systems. So now to you, our newest graduates. You are leaving an unforgettable legacy as leaders who have demonstrated grit and resilience, invested in your own learning and personal growth, and shared your diverse backgrounds, identities, and perspectives with all of us in impactful ways during your time here. The completion of your graduate program reflects a significant accomplishment, and we are so pleased to see you reach this special milestone in your life's journey. So at this point, I'd like to invite President Wente to the podium for the presentation of a special recognition. Will Mr. Carmine DeCibio, our 2025 graduate hooding speaker, please come forward? As global chairman and CEO of EY, Carmine DeCibio was the driving force behind the organization's tremendous growth in technology investment, sustainability efforts, long-term value creation, and global workforce. During DeCibio's 5-year tenure as CEO, EY invested over $10 billion in digital technology, far-sighted solutions, and industry talent. When Mr. DeCibio retired in July of 2024, global revenue at the Big Four accounting firm had increased from $36.4 billion to $51.2 billion under his bold leadership as CEO. Mr. DeCibio began his 39-year career at EY as an auditor and then shifted to the firm's consulting side. Before his tenure as global chairman and CEO, he served as EY's global managing partner for client service and prominent audit clients that include Amazon, Apple, Alphabet, Walmart, Verizon, you could probably go on. In that role, he spearheaded innovative technology investments and helped execute the firm's ambitious acquisitions and alliances strategy, which resulted in 120 acquisitions over 6 years. Under Mr. DeCibio's leadership from 2014 to 2024, EY's earnings and workforce doubled. Global revenue increased from $25 billion to more than $50 billion, and employees increased from 160,000 to 400,000 worldwide. Since Mr. DeCibio's retirement from EY, he has used his extensive experience in financial services to advise other organizations. Currently, he serves on the boards of PayPal and Prudential Financial. Mr. DeCibio also serves his community as a board member of Empowering Citizens with Autism and Hackensack Meridian Hospital in his home state of New Jersey. Notably, his experience helps prepare future business leaders, and Wake Forest is grateful for his membership on the School of Business Board of Visitors and his devotion to the merits of higher education. Mr. DeCibio is a first-generation college graduate who earned a Bachelor of Science in Chemistry from Colgate University and an MBA from the Stern School of Business at NYU. For honoring EY's commitment to building a better working world by creating long-term value and building trust in capital markets, for modeling pro humanitate principles in his decision to expand their global pool of industry talent, and for preparing the next generation of business professionals through his board membership at Wake Forest, Carmine DeCibio is recommended for the degree of Doctor of Business Administration.
Upon the recommendation of the University Senate and with approval of the Board of Trustees, I confer upon you, Carmine DeCibio, the degree Doctor of Business Administration, honoris causa, and I ask Dean Annette Rampt to invest you with the university's hood.
Well, hello everyone. Good morning. This is truly an honor being up here, and I want to thank President Wente, Dean Raft, the Board of Trustees, all the faculty. I love this school. It's not my alma mater, but I love the school, and a couple of things I want to say before I get into my remarks. One is a big congratulations to all the graduates in the room. Let's give them a big round of applause. And a big congratulations to all the parents and supporters in the room. And I have to give a shout out. My son, Chris, is in the front row, is graduating on Monday from the undergraduate school. So a premature congratulations to you, Chris. Okay, so I want to talk a little bit to the graduates, and this is always difficult giving advice to graduates, but I want to go through 4 concepts with you, and I'm going to start with a little exercise on the first concept, and that is, I would like for all the graduates to close your eyes, and just think about all the people that have helped you get to where you are today. That could obviously be your parents, that could be friends, that could be mentors, that could be professors. Think about all they've done to help you. Now, you could open your eyes. I usually do this with a drink in my hand and a toast, but it's a little early for that, even at Wake Forest graduation. But now I want you to close your eyes again and think a little bit about who you're going to help going forward, whether that's a younger sibling, whether that's someone you work with. Just take a few minutes to think about how you're going to help people going forward that want to graduate from a great school like Wake Forest. Okay, you could open your eyes. I go through that exercise. This is something that I usually do as a toast, as I said, to all the new partners at EY. And it really gives you some thought in terms of how to be thankful and how to have gratitude. And this is my first point. I'm going to go through 4 points. And what I call maybe bucking the trend of everything you read today about Gen Z or about even millennials in terms of, young people aren't thoughtful, young people are not thankful. So one of the reasons to do the exercise is to really go through being thankful and being thoughtful and always thinking about that. I have a story of when I was competing for a role at EY early on in my career, and I was one of the candidates, and so was someone else who was a great person. And my mentor said to me, "Carmine, you have great technical skills, you're well liked." And I said, "Oh, well, that's good." And he said, "Well, the other person has great technical skills, and he's well liked, and he's thoughtful." But my mentor never said I was thoughtful. So it always made me think of what am I doing or not doing in terms of being thoughtful. And I was a hard-charging young person at EY, and I didn't think about sending a note, thanking someone for something they did for you. Now, of course, sending an email. Back then, there was no email. Calling someone, saying, "Hey, thanks for doing this, thanks for helping me." So one of the items that I just want you to think about going forward is being thoughtful and thankful. And so I'm going to go cut through a couple more. Number 2 is patience. And patience is important. So again, you read now, Gen Z, millennials, they're going to have 5 jobs before they're out 3 years from school. They're going to have 30 jobs by the time they're my age and retiring. And so I really want you to think about actually doing the opposite and having some patience in terms of where you're going to work. In 2024, 77% of new CEOs were internal promotes. And of those 77%, most of them had over 15 years of experience with their current company. So you really need to think about when you're making moves, and if you think you want to leave where you're working. I have always said you have to continue to learn at work. That is true. And if you're not learning, you should let your bosses know that you're bored and you're not learning. But I would also say you need to have some patience. Because today, I think many kids are moving around very quickly. Some are moving just because they think something's better. Some, I call it, are chasing the money. They get an offer from someone else for a few $1,000s more, and they leave their current job. And so this is another stat that I want to go through with you all. If you talk to recruiters and they're honest with you, okay, you should not move from your current job for another job when we're talking about money and you like what you're doing at your current job, for anything less than a 20% increase. Because 20% is the value of all you've built up, everything you've built up in your current role, in your current firm. So when someone offers you 20% more, you ought to view that as just even. And so that's something that I always thought of, going through my career as well, and I never really wanted to chase the money. So I think the number 2 item to remember is all around patience. Number 3 is around being there physically. Now, there's always this debate, working from home, working from the office, and look, there's a lot that's been written on this, and today, many younger people, Gen Zers, even millennials, want to have the option of being flexible, working from home. Well, in the long term, again, I also want you to think about actually doing the opposite. We all know in senior roles at these firms that when people work from home, and I've seen this, they put a salt shaker on the mouse so it looks like you're doing something. That was, I think, an old trick. I think there are newer tricks now, but that's pretty obvious to people. But this is one where being there physically is so important to your development, to the development of others, we talked about before, to the culture of the organization. And it doesn't mean you have to be in the office 5 days a week, but it does mean you have to be in the office working with your colleagues. And again, this is another one that I really want you to think about when you're reading things about, just working from home, flexibility and so forth, to think of the opposite. And one criteria around this is also, working and living in the same community, or whether it's the suburbs of the city and so forth. Because I do think building community and being part of the community is important to your everyday life. It'll be important to your family. And frankly, it'll be important to business. So many connections are made by being in the community and being there physically. And I think that's incredibly important as well. I've had the fortune of living in a town in New Jersey called Summit, New Jersey for 25 years. And I've made so many good friends, but I've also made good business associates and generated business for our firm by being part of the community. So that's something that you should also think about as you go forward, and not live in Colorado and work in Philadelphia. That really doesn't work long term for sure. So it's another thing to think about, another thing that maybe goes against the grain, counter to what everyone is thinking these days and what everyone's writing about. And the 4th one is an interesting concept, and that's EQ versus IQ. It's a concept that was really borne out by a gentleman who was a science writer for the New York Times back in the mid-90s. His name's Daniel Goleman. He brought out this fact, and he's written many books, around how important EQ is, emotional quotient, versus IQ, intellectual quotient. And one of the quotes that's out of his book is, IQ gets you in the door, but EQ gets you promoted. And so that's something that I want you all to think about as well. And in terms of EQ, self-awareness, this is incredibly important. You need to be aware, and as you move up in your career, hopefully you will be at places that will talk to you about things you do well and things you don't do well. And that's something that's incredibly important. One of the things we always have done at EY, we're so proud of when we promote partners every year, but one of the things we found is that many of the people that we were promoting the partners had an issue. And the issue was they liked to talk. They didn't listen as well, and they liked to talk. And so we actually have put them through training on how to listen and not always be the one talking. So it's something that I laugh about, because hopefully here I am talking, but it's something that a lot of the partners have come up to me later in their career, and it's something that they've always thought of in terms of listening versus talking. Self-regulation, knowing what you can do and what you can't do, is also part of EQ. Motivation, reading the room, empathy, and of course, social skills. And social skills are important. They're important at work. They're important in terms of what you do, building teams. Today, with technology, everything is about teams. In almost every business, people work in teams, and I think that's incredibly important, and that also fits into the EQ category. So always think about reading the room, being part of the team, being thoughtful. So 4 items to think about. I didn't want to make it too complicated. Thoughtful and thankful, patience, being there in person, and EQ. So I want to congratulate all the graduates again. I do want to say in closing, on a more personal note, Wake Forest is just a tremendous school. I've had a great time here on the Board of Visitors. It's something that I'll never forget, being here. And one of my highlights of being at Wake Forest, visiting my son Chris, was of course 2 years ago. I've been to many sporting events in my career and in my life, and many big sporting events like the Super Bowl and so forth. But there was nothing more exciting watching Wake Forest beat Duke 2 years ago. Go Deeks! Thank you very much.
Well, thank you so much, Carmine, for your wisdom and your encouragement to our graduates, and for those 4 very important words of guidance and advice. And now it's my distinct pleasure, too, to also congratulate our newest Wake Forest University School of Business graduates. Congratulations, you did it! Those countless hours spent in lectures, case studies, team projects, perhaps even a few late-night study sessions, have culminated in this day, this significant achievement. You are now equipped, along with Mr. DeCibio's 4 pieces of advice, for the exciting journey that lies ahead in the world of business. And as you well know, as all of us have heard, the journey through graduate studies is one that thrives on connection and support. It's my sincere hope that you have found a strong network of encouragement and community during your time at Wake Forest, and that you will continue to stay connected to us in the years ahead. No matter what you do next, I'm confident that you're going to be called on to collaborate effectively, to foster understanding across different viewpoints, and to lead with character and integrity, something that Wake Foresters are particularly prepared to do. Your education has been deeply rooted in our enduring commitment to pro humanitate, which compels each and every one of us to learn, to excel, to lead, and to work together for humanity. The business world needs leaders who not only drive success, but also consider the broader impact of their decisions, who are catalysts for good. It needs those who can navigate complex challenges with strategic acumen and a deep sense of care and responsibility. The world needs you to be innovators who build a more sustainable future, principled leaders who prioritize integrity and purpose, collaborators who build bridges among diverse stakeholders, and critical thinkers who drive progress and create lasting value, all guided by a spirit of service and genuine commitment to the well-being of others. on behalf of the university, my heartfelt congratulations. I have no doubt that you are going to make all of us so incredibly proud. I now invite Dean Rampt to present the graduates for the conferral of degrees.
Thank you, President Wente. Will the candidates for the degree of Masters of Business Administration please stand? Will the candidates for the degree of the Master of Science in Accountancy please stand? Will the candidates for the degree Master of Science in Management please stand? And will the candidates for the degree Master of Science in Business Analytics please stand? So, President Wente, on behalf of the faculty of the School of Business, it is with pleasure that I present these candidates for their respective graduate degrees to you for the conferral of their degrees.
By virtue of the authority granted to me by the Board of Trustees, upon the recommendation of Dean Rampt and faculty of the School of Business, and upon successful completion of all degree requirements, I confer upon you the respective degrees of Master of Business Administration, Master of Science in Accountancy, Master of Science in Management, and Master of Science in Business Analytics. Congratulations to you all.
Be seated. We have now reached the moment in the program where we're going to be investing our graduates with the university's hood. I will call upon my colleague Matthew Phillips, Associate Provost for Strategic Initiatives, Teaching Professor of Law and Ethics, and Exxon Callaway Fellow, who will lead this part of our program.
Thank you, Dean Rampt. Friends, I have some good news and bad news. The good news is if you look through the windows, you can see that it stopped raining. Yeah, I didn't mean to claim credit. Thank you for those who clapped. The bad news is it was still raining while the graduates were lining up, and we may have sometimes prioritized being inside and out of the rain over being properly alphabetized. So if there's a little bit of shuffling that happens as they're coming up to the stage, thank you for your patience with us. We're going to incorporate the alphabet into next year's curriculum. Under the direction of the marshals, will the Master of Business Administration graduates please approach the chancel. Associate Dean of MBA Programs, Benson Pruitt, Professor in Business, and Professor of Organizational Studies, Sherry Moss, will come forward to assist with this portion of the ceremony. Seth McKinley Allgood. David Miles Baldino. Sarkaft Barwari. Maggie Gail Beasley. Stafford Addison Beck. Christopher Michael Beckman. Sean Loring Beckham II. Richard Joseph Beekman. Michelle Amy Bibby. Kenneth James Blackburn. Owen Luke Blink. Atticus Jake Bogus. Elizabeth Brown. Joanna Ingalls Butcher. Andrea Jean Catanzano. Stephanie Suzanne Coma. Brian Neil Costa. Diana Christine Curti. Ebony Jasmine Cothrell. Abhirami Manohari Dandapani. Joshua Michael Davidson. Gregory Paul Davis. Victoria Isabel Diaz Murillo. Matthew Thomas Donahue. Garrison Van Duncan. Elizabeth Marie Easter. Mary Alexandria Edmiston. Andrew Chase Emanuels. Callie Caitlin Fleece. Jacob Charles Phrygia. Jack Clifton Fry. Kevin Michael Fushik. Vicky Gautam. James Edward Bear Gebhardt. Catherine Christine Gherkin. Jacob Ryan Goldberg. Jonathan Nelson Graham. Jennifer Ashley Griggs. Emily Catherine Gard. Praveen Gupta. Ian Michael Hampson. I now invite Shannon Townsend, Wake Forest University trustee, to come forward for her son-in-law's hooding. William Francis West Hankel. Christopher Edward Haynes. Caitlin Nicole Hines. Jarrett Ross Hodges. Tyler Dwayne Hoke. Maria Fernanda Hurtado Feno. Matthew Rush Hilton. Sarah Elizabeth Bowen Jones. Will Carlisle Jones. Michael Arthur Kipp. James Patrick Noring Jr. Sander Peter Court. James William Kostick. Ethan David Kreger. Joseph Anthony Larkin. Anna Catherine Lassiter. Matthew Mabry Ledbetter. Jessica Miranda Lockhart. Christopher Isaiah Gardner Manigault. John William Martinides. Pamela Madison Martino. Jonathan R. May. Erin Margaret McHugh. Libby Parker McKenzie. Nina Elizabeth McLaughlin. Brianna Nicole Miller. Christian Ugochukwu Morabello Sr. Ethan Benedict Moreno. Trevor Edmund Morell. Sydney Emmett Morrison IV. Catherine Cecile Murphy. Marlena Elizabeth Murray. Allison Holland Nelson. Ryan Scott Nelson. Garrett Ray Owens. Yekaterina Igorivna Paustovsky. Trevor Allen Peters. Catherine M. Peterson. Lindsay Blair Plampin. Mathieu Alexandre Planche. Michael Barton Redmond II. John Francis Robertson, Jr. Garrett Brian Rolliffs. Stephen Edward Sampson. Brian Charles Sawpaw. Nicholas Scott Schreiner. Katrina Marie Scherter. John Philip Scrimshire. Andrew Charles Sanka. Justin D. Sessoms. Daniel John Sestito. Melissa Cogdell Schaffner. Zachary Cole Scheitel. Melissa Ann Stokes. Austin Robert Stoller. Pamela Brooke Sallin Tate. Tan Boon Ho Eric. Austin Christopher Tatum. Alyssa Ferry Tedder. Dane Christopher Thomas. Brendan Michael Thompson. Leslie Martin Thornton. Oui Kwok Tran. Nicholas James Tucker. Stefan Allen Tynes. Madeline Brooke Valeriano. Jacob Reed Vaughn. James Richard Vihek. Javier Luis Velasquez. Elliot Stewart Venker. Ramiro Atilio Villalobos V. Jonathan Ray Watrous. Lyles Benjamin Webster. Harrison Christopher Weir. Jesse Davis Wheeler. Jordan Britt Wood. Lakessa Shadana Wright. Joseph Zamora. Please join me in congratulating the Master of Business Administration graduates. Under the direction of the marshals, will the Master of Science in Accountancy graduates please approach the chancel? Area Chair Dale K. Klein, Associate Dean for Accountancy, and Associate Professor of Accountancy Mark Evans will come forward to participate in this portion of the ceremony. Paige Hudson Abbott. Connor Patrick Ard. William Thomas Atwell. Adele Rose Basile. Oscar Toft Bielsdorf. Donald Christopher Borum II. Alexandra Lynn Bowers. Leighton Smith Bryant. Melissa Faye Carver. Chen Chen. Melanie Ruth Cianfolo. Ryan Scott Coe. Jordan Robert Cox. I now invite Matt Crawford, Wake Forest University trustee, to come forward for the hooding of his daughter. Molly Coffin Crawford. Drake Curtis Kronthal. Jordan Ray Dawkins. Joel Horace Denton. David Watson Dickey, Jr. Thomas Charles Dufour. Dania E. Elathamna. Makia Janae Ely. Soha Fakar. Jennifer Madison Flincham. Guanghao Guy. Matthew Michael Gajewski. Mingjian Gao. Jerome Patrick Gunnisser. Harris Alexander Grebe. Luke Carey Hansen. Ashanti Danae Henderson. Harrison Shea Hill. Imani Gabrielle Hilmer. Sam Howell. Timothy Lee Inman, Jr. Cole Wallace Jennings. Leighton Nicole Joy. Thomas Judson Kane. Grace Elizabeth Kleeman. Claire Elizabeth Kuhar. Catherine Brecky Koulis. Christian Bentley Linford. Ham Mack. Benjamin Andrew Markle. Stephen William McLean. Connor Lewis McEwen. Elise Nicole McNeil. Cooper Bennett McCrae. Brandon Matheny. Jordan Brianna Mills. Kirkley Edward Moosebauer. Lauren Elise Muker. Harold Morgan Muir IV. Caitlin Elizabeth Murphy. Michaela Michelle Murrell. Nan Kadi. Joshua Lewis Oken. Akil Uday Patel. Ritika Nirpesh Patel. Henry Lee Paulson. Taylor Nikita Pertima. Shafina Pothalakati. Kenlin Ashanti Presley. Hannah Grace Respis. Sophia Reyes. Sean Safi. Joy Charity Sanders. Alexander Paul Sargent. Dewani Heaton Shah. Ross Woods Strickland. Ethan Rick Stenselen. Hudson Gabriel Jonghang Taylor. Christian Wayne Theobald. Joshua Reed Tange. Lila Brooke Vaughn. Elizabeth Sally Weiss. Wen Xin. Alexis Rebecca Williams. Derek Winslow. Shi Yuan Song. Yimin Zhang. Please join me in congratulating the Master of Science in Accountancy graduates. Under the direction of the marshals, will the Master of Science in Management graduates please approach the chancel? Assistant Dean for the Master of Science in Management program and Senior Lecturer in Strategic Management and Entrepreneurship, Bryn Varner, will come forward to assist with this portion of the ceremony. Kendra Nicole Arnold. Sadie Wren Austin. Ruth McConan Ialu. Nina Simone Banks. Sarah Elizabeth Binkley. Allison Patricia Bain. Sabrina Alessandra Broderick. Jaden Gabrielle Brown. Mia Alexis Brown. Olivia Catherine Brown. Matthew David Call. Lily Helen Chen. Akash Chibber. Sydney Rose Cockram. Ania Jasmine Cornwall. Jayla Miche Crops. Andrew Anthony DiMartino. Nazra S. Daria. Peyton Matthew Irk. Nahreen Fatima. Gabrielle Lizette Failer. Taylor Denise Graham. Jarrett Samuel Hall. Caroline Kale Harmon. Valeria Shannon Henderson. Grace Ann Higgins. Bruce Greco Hill. Kiara Z. Howard. Emily Christine Ivy. Amber Sharon Jenkins. Jada Renee Kilpatrick. Katarina Victoria Klein. Christos Kumpotis. Vihane Maharens. Kaylee Soleil Manning. Juan Enrique Martinez. Kobe McCullough. Michaela Marie Mills. John Christopher Moody. Felipe de Jesus Morales. Philip Standen Morrison. Rishika Ishara Nepal. Mark Andrew Nelson II. Andrew Newport. Walker Rhodes Pendarvis. Laura Suzanne Polstra. Maya Elizabeth Quick. Rachel Louise Rhodes. I now invite Mary Beth Hayes, Wake Forest University trustee and scholarship donor for the next candidate, to come forward for her hooding. Angela Ricci. Michael David Robertson. Emily Carol Rothman. Yamil Stanley Ruiz. Chloe Elizabeth Schnur. Madison Patricia Shaver. Nicholas Michael Shedleski. Julia Sarah Schaffner. George Jackson Simeon. Mark Edward Setar. Sebastian Solaris. Sina Suri. Haley Marie Tapp. Stephen Gibbs Ty. Erica Monette Medina Vargas. Kendall Nicole Villarreal. Cullen Joseph Vita. I now invite Tom Dingledine, Wake Forest University trustee and scholarship donor for the next candidate, to come forward for his hooding. Christian Matthias Williams. Harrison Trey Wilson. Sienna Lorene Young. Anna Zhang. Please join me in congratulating the Master of Science in Management graduates. Under the direction of the Marshals, will the Master of Science in Business Analytics graduates please approach the Chancel. Associate Dean of Business Analytics Programs and Professor of Management Scott Schaefer will come forward to participate in this portion of the ceremony. Bashir Nidal Abdelaziz. William Michael Adams. Christian Xavier Agreda. Istra Abdallah Al-Hashimi. Waverly Cheyenne Allen. Ilariolua Daniel Anani. Ethan Christopher Barrio. Jada Gabrielle Battle. Zakia Marie X. Beasley. Claudia Elen Cabrera. Elijah Nathaniel Campbell, Jr. Chen Hao Yu. Chen Shi Yu. Yihui Chen. Adya Chutari. Alberto Manuel Colon. Bryant William Connolly. Margaret Elizabeth Cower. Michael Patrick Crawford. Andrew Paul Sihanyuk. Shuangtong Dai. Shanice Marie Dansby. Ryan Fox DiDomenico. Hao Ding. Antonio Cordell Douglas. Logan James Easler. Joseph James Fries. Talasia Shanquay Funderburk. Gan Yun Pin. Thomas John Gaza. Catherine Bond Goggins. Christina Gurkovich. Xinyi Guo. Elizabeth Alexis Haithcock. Faith Elizabeth Harkus. Isaiah Cade Hawbaker. Kashu He. Herman Dale Hesby. Hao Nan Zhang. Lejada Denise Jones. Alexandra Sophia Carvelis. Aaron Gregory King. Connor Patrick King. Carl Kevin Kusmerchuk. Ananya Lal. Connor Braden Lane. He Chun Lee. Li Yifei. Yishan Li. Andy Lin. Brian Matthew Long. Mark Richard Luckett. Jack Fenton McDonald. William McCarty Massey. Kincaid John McAfee. Andrina Mendoza. Meng Jinzhe. Simon George Michel. Gabriel Nieves. David Ijoma Osunkwo III. Shreya Patel. Alexis Desiree Potter. Ella Grace Prince. Miller Catherine Putnam. Ruofei Shen. Benjamin Mason Reifers. McKinney Adriana Robinson. Dikshanya Roy. Thomas William Rush. Ben Bryce Savage. Mohammed Faraz Sawafta. Alana Rachel Seifert. Charles Omid Shirazi. Matthew William Frederick Smith. Quinlan Michael Smith. Siddharth Srikumar. Lauren Olivia Ann Strange. William Patrick Sweeney. Bryson David Teener. Jonathan Howard Travisano. Kosisona Francis Ugochukwu. Michael Egbohodi Uloko. Alyssa Jane Utek. Wang Shi. Miles George Weaver. At this time, we pause to honor Robert Hugh Weaver III, a member of this graduating class who passed away near the completion of his degree. In recognition of his academic journey and his contributions to this community, Wake Forest University and the School of Business award his degree posthumously and in memoriam. We hold his memory in our hearts today and extend our deepest sympathies to his family, loved ones, supporters, and classmates here in this room and joining us via live stream, and we applaud his accomplishment. Aiden Thomas Whitlock. Xijia Yang. Samuel Zachariah. Zhao Zhiqi. At this time, we take an opportunity to celebrate a special milestone in the life of the Master of Science in Business Analytics program. The MSBA degree was an innovation in graduate business education when it was introduced less than a decade ago. Many of the founding faculty and administrators continue to teach, work, and lead throughout the school. In the years since, many program graduates have crossed this stage and become School of Business alumni. With this graduating class, the university has now awarded the 1,000th Master of Degree in Business Analytics. Please join me in congratulating all MSBA program graduates and alumni in celebration of this special moment. At this time, Dean Rampt will share concluding remarks.
So we can't say it enough. Congratulations once again to all of our graduates. So I only have about 45 minutes left of concluding remarks. Yeah, I know better than that. We do hope to stay connected with you, our newest alumni, and invite you to reconnect with us as often as possible, coming back and sharing your experiences. Just as many of our alumni have with you, please come back and share your experiences with our next generation of Wake Foresters. Wake Forest University and the School of Business community will always be a home to you. So at this time, I will ask our faculty, platform party, and students to stand, or our graduates to stand, as we prepare for the recessional. Our newest alumni should please remain in place until the marshals dismiss you by rows. Following the exit of all our graduates, we invite you up to Farrell Hall for a brief reception. Again, congratulations.